How to trust life. How to trust life even though your life is not changing, you're kind of stuck, and you don't know how it's going to solve itself. You gotta find a way to know that somehow it is going to be fine, even though you don't know how it's going to work out. And I'm in this place right now where I still don't see when and how my life is going to get better, materially speaking, like really practically speaking. And for me, so what I mean by getting better is when I'll be healthy, when I have my own place, when I'll be able to have an income that enables me to pay my rent by doing something that I like and stuff like that. So I don't know when that is going to happen. I don't really have like a precise plan of like how long it's gonna take me and how it's going to happen. So I still don't know that. I live at my parents' house. I don't have any friends. In terms of health, I'm not where I'm at, where I want to be. So I say this not to complain, but just like to show you that this doesn't matter for me. Like the stuff that I'm mentioning, it's nothing. Really, it doesn't bother me anymore. So I have no friends, for example. It doesn't bother me anymore at all because I'm sure I'm going to attract wonderful people in my life. I live at my parents' house and I don't have an income that enables me to have my own place. And this happened for me 8 months or 9 months ago. I moved back with my, like, not with my parents because they don't live in the house that they own. I'm super lucky. I have one house for myself. But I didn't want to move back in, and here I am alone in this house and I'm like, okay, what do I do? And it's fine too. So this is maybe the stuff that's like most the challenges I have. Also, like I finished my degree almost, like, let's say now it's 1 year ago, and I couldn't find a job that I liked after having that degree. I actually hated everything that was related to that, and I studied for 5 fucking years thinking that I would probably find something that would be alright and I would have a job and I would have like an income and I would have my own place to stay, and that I also would find friends and all. Like, I had everything kind of I had, let's say, a vision for my life during these 5 years. I didn't like what I was doing, but it was alright. And then when I finally graduated and started to look for a job and also change social circle and all that stuff, and realized all the things that wouldn't happen in my life, like I wouldn't find a job that's related to my degree that I would like, and I actually like found nothing first that I like. And when I say that I didn't like the job offers, it was like they depressed me. It was not just some, oh, it's not exactly what I want. It was like I did a 6 month internship at the end of my studies, and after 3 days, the three first days of this internship, I almost wanted to run away. I felt like shit. It felt terrible. I was bad at what I was doing. I was stressed and I was bored. And so it was terrible. And so I say all of this just to say that when I finally graduated, I also changed friends and I also changed like the place I was living. And I finally ended up in the house where I grew up, in the city where I grew up, where I have no friends anymore. I didn't find any new friends. I had no job. I didn't feel good in my body health wise, and it was just like everything felt terrible. And so after like now 9 months, almost 1 year actually, things haven't completely changed. I found a job that I like, but that still doesn't enable me to have my own place. Health wise, I still haven't found like really the big solution. And I still have like really no friends almost. I see people, I don't consider them as friends, but like, yeah. So, practically speaking, my life hasn't changed a lot. But what's crazy is that I trust life 100% now. And inside, I actually feel a lot happier than before. And the reason why is that I just changed inside and the outside hasn't reflected it yet. But I trust life so much now because I've found um, the faith that I need to know that things are going to change. So this is improvised. I don't know exactly how I'm going to express this, but I have found models, for example, on YouTube and on the internet, of people whom kind of like business strategy I want to copy. And so I know that what I want to do videos on YouTube and make a living out of it is possible. And there are people who make it like who make such certain things happen really quickly. So I know that what I'm aiming for is going to happen. I just don't know how much time it's going to take me. I also have found like the perspective on life that I like. Like I'm super in woo-woo stuff, in the law of attraction, in seeing life like a dream, in believing that I'm not a body, I'm consciousness, and all that thing. And I have finally found like how how I want to see life and how the model of life that's most truthful to me and feels best for me. You don't have to believe all of this. Just find like really the model of life that you really like. Maybe for you it's believing that the world is a nice place. It's physical and you're a physical human in a physical world, but the world is somehow a nice place, you know? And that might be your own perspective. Try to find like what works for you. And also I started doing YouTube videos and I still have not a lot of subscribers, almost like really not a lot of views, less than 10 views per video. And it doesn't matter either. Like I don't give a shit, because what mattered to me most when I started to do this was to find the path to myself, to confidence. I wanted to be confident enough to talk about the topics that I like, to be inspired and to be creative. And that's what's happening. Now since 2 months and a half, I'm doing one video a day. And a few months ago, I didn't know, I already knew I wanted to do that, but I didn't know how I wanted to do it. And I didn't know like, that's what I wanted to say. I didn't know like that I was able to do this. I know I wanted it. I didn't know how it would happen, and now I'm there. So basically, like what I want to say is, on the exterior circumstances, my life has changed a little bit, not a lot, for people looking from the inside. But for me, like how this feels, how my life feels, and the changes that I went through, they were just tremendous. And now I just have so much trust in the universe, because I know that I'm going somehow to make it. I don't know how, but on a daily basis too, I found how to live my life. I live my life by being present, by setting positive intentions, by shifting my thoughts and my beliefs positively, by doing one video a day, by listening to my soul, by working on my health, by seeing life like a dream full of opportunities. And that's now how I see life on an everyday basis. And that's how I trust life. And so, like, in order to maybe sum it all up, it's like, if you want to trust life, try to find people that are already doing what you want to do, and see that it's possible. See that the opportunity for you is there. Find a way to have creativity and confidence in your own way. Find a way to enjoy, find a way to enjoy your daily life, really, and not depend on how your life is going to change. Find a way to shift your thoughts and to have a positive mindset and to feel good every day. And then I'm sure things are going to start changing. I feel they are now starting to change for me. Slowly, because I still don't know what I really want, who I really am, and what I'm really here for on earth, but I'm getting there and I feel like it's amping up and it's definitely going to change. Thanks for listening.